I'm not gonna lie to you. I think people are gonna be mixed on this one. Hey everyone, it's Sharona from Pay Your Weight, and today I'm going to be reviewing Selena, the series, which will be streaming on the Netflix platform this Friday. The series stars Christian Serratos as the late Tejano singer Selena, as her dreams finally come true and her family has to make some life-changing choices along the road to her success. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, hello, so glad you came, I hope you stay. I tell you what I enjoyed about the series, what I didn't like about the series, and is it worth your time binging or not this weekend? Because there's a lot of content coming our way. So going into what I enjoyed about this series, which I was so excited to hear about, because I remember growing up when I was younger, when the biopic came out, and I was just like, wow, like how did I not know about this talented singer? And so I really was hoping that they would delve deeper into like her early years and also too just deeper into the family as a whole. And I would have to say for some part they did that, and then as I get into the cons of what I didn't like about this season, I think there's some areas that they struggled on. But one of the things that they do absolutely get right is the casting for this series. I really like Christian Serratos as the choice for Selena. I think she's been making some very great career moves, especially since you know, us finding her in Twilight and seeing her on Walking Dead, and now she has this series. I'm really excited to see what happens for her career, but I really think that she does do a really great job of playing Selena. There's just this charisma, this charm that she brings to the screen, the same charm that you saw with Selena just automatically puts a smile on your face and you want to listen to everything that she has to say. I really did enjoy her, but also too, I actually like the choice that they made for making sure that they're using Selena's singing voice. I think that's still a great choice. I know everyone wants to be able to sing the stuff themselves. It just shows so much range, but I really like that they really had her focus on the acting of it, the acting portion of it, and really kept Selena's vocals there. I think it's a nice tribute to her. But who really stood out to me throughout the course of this series would have to be Ricardo Cervera, who plays Abraham. I think he does such a fantastic job of playing a TV dad. He is that dad that I feel that anyone can relate to, no matter what race you are. He is just like, when I was watching, I was like, I see my dad in this. I see my stepdad in this. This is like some stuff that my dad would sit up here having me do. And I think that he really brings this like encouraging spirit to the role. Something and this is different than what I saw in the biopic as well. I just think he does a fantastic job. You truly feel that he's the heart and the glue that holds everyone together, that's really trying to encourage his children to want something more out of their life, to also let them know the challenges of being marginalized and how you have to work even harder. I love that we get to see those themes played out through the course of this series, because I think that it's anyone from a marginalized community, I think it's something that we all relate to, that you always have to be better than the rest just because of who you are, because of the color of your skin. And I really like that they touch on this, but I love how they really handle these themes and they really center around the family dynamic of Abraham as the dad. And I think Ricardo, he does such a fantastic job of that as well. Now also too, I do want to give a shout out for AB played by Gabriel Cervera, and I'm so sorry if I mess these names up. Please charge it to my heart. Don't charge it to my heart, charge it to my mind and my tongue. So I think that he does a really great job of AB. AB was actually one of the most more compelling characters for me throughout the course of this series. It was very interesting to learn more about AB and how much of an integral role that he played in the songs that we know to grow in love, of making sure the pressures that he had to make sure that not only his sister, but his family and his personal family as well had success. And I think that he does a very great job of portraying it. I just wanted to go through the screen and be like, hey, baby, come here. Let me give you a hug, honey, because you are going through it right now. But I really did enjoy him. And also, too, I see that little full circle moment that happened with the mom, Sadie Lopez, and shout out to Kristen, who she was like, girl, Oh, that's she was like, she was in the biopic, and I was like, oh my goodness, an icon. My most iconic scene that I remember from that film. I love how we come full circle, where she plays, I think she was Selena's cousin in the previous film, but now she's that maternal unit in the family. She plays Selena's mother, and I thought that was a really cool full circle moment. But also too, I will have to say that I do enjoy the costumes. I love the fact, Selena was very big on fashion. You remember her for her outfits, her costumes. I really love seeing that, especially we delve into some of the later years when she's starting to hit that momentum, hit that success before she prepares for her crossover. I really love seeing that as well. Now, I'm trying to make sure, let me make sure I got everything before I go into what I didn't like, but I do have some issues with the series. I think that the first half of the series is a lot stronger, especially since it does give me tidbits about some things that I didn't necessarily know, which is what I walked into wanting to happen. Like, I need to know even more facts and details, and I do love that they do focus on some of her earlier songs with Selena y los Dinos. I was just like, oh, okay, these movies, like, these songs, I was like, these some bops. Like, how have I not heard this? But I will say where the series struggles is it doesn't know what it wants to be. Does the series want to be about the family as a whole, helping you to get to learn more about different family members as we see as they delve a little bit deeper into AB? But honestly, because I was so intrigued with what was happening with AB's storyline, I wanted to learn even more. Or is it going to just be about Selena? The series is called Selena the Series. So I think that that's the biggest issue. I would say the first half is more the show wanted to be, hey, this is a look at the family as a whole. This is their journey. This is what they went through from childhood into being teenagers into crossing over into adulthood, and how they really dealt with that success, but also too the things and the sacrifices that they had to make in order to achieve that. And as we get into the second half of the series, it focused a little bit more on Selena, but it felt like for me that it was more highlights, like, hey, let me give you this highlight about her because she wanted to be a fashion designer, and let's talk about her love life now, or let's talk about her lack of love life, how she had to make sacrifices of her own happiness so the band as a whole, the family as a whole could still be together. And that's where it lost me. I would have to say this is a quick and easy binge. It's 9 episodes, about 30 to 40 minute episodes. They're not too long. And I will have to say I kept wanting to hit play on the next episode. It still kept me engaged because I truly care about Selena and wanting to learn more about her. But I do think a lot of people will see that tug as to what the series is trying to be. And at certain points in times, I don't think that the people involved know themselves what the series wants to be as a whole. But I will say, from a casting standpoint, I enjoyed everyone in this cast. I think that everyone does a fantastic job. I hope that going forward in part 2, we do get to delve in a little bit more deeper on different family members. Also, too, to really delve in deeper into who Selena was as a person and being able to capture more of her essence. I hope that that's something that they explore more in part 2. And also, too, I wasn't going to say this because, I said I'm trying not to be petty in 2020, but clearly 2020 was a bust, so we'll try again in 2021. But I did, y'all know how bad wigs bothers me. And I understand, y'all. Girl, it was the 80s. It was the 90s. You know what was happening. But I was just like, baby, y'all could have had better wigs than that. Some of them wigs, I was just like, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Like, there is no reason in 2020 that y'all cannot find no good wigs, especially all the wigs that my friends be finding on Amazon for the logo. So that's the only thing I'm going to say. Petty rant over. Back to Selena, the series as a whole. Overall, I still enjoyed the series. I still think that shows like this are needed, more representation, talking about more like with the Tejano music and Tejano icons, just icons in general that have really helped pave the way and have inspired many people to go into different parts of the entertainment industry, whether it be acting or singing. I think as a whole, I would still tell you guys to watch Selena the series. As I said, it's a quick and easy binge. Outside of just the fight between what the show really wants to be, I think that you will still overall enjoy it. I do think that you may be a little bit disappointed, but I think if you reset your expectations and really go in knowing what you're going to get, I think that you will have an overall good time watching this. So those are my thoughts on Selena the series. As always, my name is Sharonda from Pay Your Weights, and if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit the notification bell. And I love you guys 3000. And until I see you again.